Howdy, Redesert Boy here. I tell ya, I'm pretty excited today because what I got here before me is something I've had my eye on for about 1.5 years, maybe almost 2 years, but at least 1.5 years. And sometimes you go to your gun store and or a couple of different gun stores, but eventually you see something you really have always wanted and it just seems to kind of wait for you. So it just happens this one waited there for me, and how do I know that? Because this one is a type of special edition, and it's my first foray into single action large caliber revolvers. I do have the Ruger Wrangler, which was just kind of a basic beginning exposure to that as a 22, but now we're going to take a look at today an unboxing of this Ruger here, which is in this special case, which is a Ruger Blackhawk Turnbull Bisley Revolver in 45 Colt, a 5.5-inch barrel, and it's got the Turnbull color case hardening on it, and fluted cylinder, and I believe it's a Talo exclusive if I understand correctly. So there's only one of 500, so this is only one of 500 that were made. So let's take a look. So let's take a look and see what's in the box. As we can see, it's got the special stamp on there. And we'll go ahead and open this up and see what's inside. With most guns, it's got the paperwork in there, your operating and safety manual, but unlike other guns, it has a Turnbull Bisley Blackhawk 45 Colt, or in this case 45 Long Colt, 5.5-inch Turnbull color case hardening, and this was part number 0407 when they were making these. I see on the Ruger website about 2 weeks ago they pulled these off of there, so they must have finished allocating these. This is one of 500, and so the serial numbers run as TBB for Turnbull Bisley Blackhawk, 001 to TBB-500. So that's kind of nice that they have that in there and on the outside case. Of course, you've got some other paperwork in here. There's always information about things that you can do, other information from Ruger. But more importantly, here's your operating and safety manual, instruction manual they call it here. And this one covers the new model Blackhawk, which this is, and also the Super Blackhawk Hunter and Bisley Hunter single action revolvers. So I'll be reading this, of course, and like there usually is, there's a cable lock with installation instructions. Usually you got to pull the cylinder out and wrap it through the frame. I think is generally how it works, and some of them even advise, I think, putting the lock cable through the cylinder. Of course, I had to take this out. I did have it open. I confess I did open it up before and take it out because I'm not too adept at getting the cylinder latch pin and all that out very well yet, but I had to do that to remove this, which kind of rides in there to protect the cylinder, I guess. So let's take a look at this. As you can see, they got it wrapped up here. Of course, I've had it out of here before when I was at the store, and among other things, taking a look at it. As I said, I've been looking at this one for probably about 1.5 years. So let's just take a look here. What a nice looking firearm, huh? You can see it. It's got that color case hardening. It's got rosewood grips. Nice heavy construction. This is a large frame Blackhawk revolver. Of course, here's the cylinder, the latch pin for the cylinder pin. You press this button here and pull out on it to remove the cylinder. You also have to have the loading gate open, which if we turn it around here to the other side, and when we do that, before we do that, let's go ahead and flip it open. You know, with the new Rugers, not the older ones or some of the other single actions of other manufacturers, but the Rugers, when you open the loading gate, it allows the cylinders to move, and you can check and see that all the cylinders are empty in this case. There's no rounds in there. Lock it up there. This does have adjustable sights, which some purists would say, well, that kind of takes away, I guess, from the maybe the more antique look of it. But personally, I bought this not just to have it as a single action, and I don't know if you're allowed to use these with the adjustable sights in cowboy action shooting. I would think there are some classes that you can't. But I bought it also to be a hunting or a potential hunting weapon or protection in the woods, because you can load the 45 in many different ways and find different loads for it. They're not inexpensive, but my understanding is if you learn to hand load, you can kind of pretty well customize your loads. And of course, it's got adjustable rear sights. It's got a nice ramped front sight there. It does have the Ruger logo on top, and it has the Turnbull logo on the bottom, which might be a little hard to see there. And also read the instruction manuals that are usually on Ruger barrels is underneath, thank goodness, and not printed on the side of the barrel. Of course, we've checked it unloaded, and over here we can see that you have your serial number. This one here is in the 300 range, so I'm just happy it's one of 500, and I happen to have one of them. There's some more view of this color case hardening. Maybe like another, let's see if I can get another nice view of this without my hands getting in the way of the profile of it. It's kind of nice looking. I'll show you again. Here's the top. So the trigger on it, pull this trigger back. Comes back really nicely. Of course, we've checked the gun and loaded. Of course, you open the loading gate here, and you line up your cylinder, which I can't see very well right now. Here we go. You're going to load it up to eject. It comes back pretty far. You can see that comes back pretty far there. You put that back and lock the cylinder, lock it. It's like no movement hardly in this cylinder. I mean, it is really pretty tight, and that's appreciated. It's a 5.5-inch barrel, just in case you're wondering. These are rosewood grips, as I mentioned. And it's a 1 in 16 right-hand twist, is my understanding. Overall length is 12 inches, and it's 46 ounces, so it's pretty substantial. Of course, it's six rounds, and has a transfer bar mechanism in here, and to try to prevent as much as possible against any accidental or negligent discharge. Of course, it's got a nice Colt hammer forged barrel, right? A nice precise rifling, and because of this nice high ramp and the sights being adjustable back there, it should help you a lot with both target accuracy and any hunting accuracy. And of course, it has the Bisley style grips. Some people like the more plow handle type of what they call, I think they call the plow handle type grip. But this Bisley one, for my hand, it feels pretty tight and comfortable there. So I think I'm going to kind of enjoy that. So I may take it out to the range tomorrow. I haven't really decided yet. I'm not a person to buy a collectible gun like this. and then put it in the safe and leave it there. 45 Colt. And I know there's a variety of ammunition. I'll probably go easy on it. If I go out to the range, I'll probably take some cowboy action ammo. You know, something in the 180 to 200 grain. I know some of them are as low as 460 feet per second.
Is that your 45 Colt?
Yeah, I was trying out some Grizzly plus P, and I'm only going to shoot a couple rounds. So I think this will make a nice companion, you know, for hunting. If I ever do finally get out hunting with my 45-70, I wanted to have something that was powerful enough to go hunting on its own, even as a handgun hunting. So for those of you that maybe thought when I started this, you know, last week with the last couple weeks with the Scorpion EVO carbine and everything, that maybe I'd gone full tactical and left all my lever actions and things behind, single actions, kind of cowboy action type things. Nope, that's still really a passion of mine. And I think this Ruger Turnbull Bisley Blackhawk really shows that, especially in 45 Colt. And so don't worry about that. That's something that's I really tend to have a real enjoyment of. And just as you get out there and you're going about your business, just remember, as Desert Boy always says, be safe out there, whatever you're doing. Thanks. Please like, comment, and subscribe.